I'm assuming James is up next.
Yeah.
James
James
Watch.
Watch.
Okay. James, welcome. Welcome. Lots of info in here about you. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
Who are you and how did you impact the Industrial Revolution?
I am James Watt, and I impacted the Industrial Revolution by improving the steam engine, and I was known to spark the Industrial Revolution.
How was the change of society beneficial to the Industrial Revolution?
It was good because it allowed for the introduction of new jobs, and it created a fast-paced society, which was like the improvement of transportation.
How are you able to reduce the amount of energy within the steam engine?
I improved the steam engine to allow to have 80% less fuel because air pressure creates steam instead of heat, and it's prevented enormous loss of the steam.
How was your partnership with Matthew Bolton successful in the Industrial Revolution?
It was successful because it was a mix of my engineering skills with his factory and commercial skills, and we were able to export technology all over the world to help out in other factories.
What other inventions did you create throughout the Industrial Revolution?
I created the rotary engine, which was crucial because it enabled engines to roll on wheels rather than the pumping up-down motion. And I also created the copy machine, the double action machine, and the steam pressure indicator, which indicated how much steam.
No further questions.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, so you are James Watt, right? So you created or you introduced the steam engine?
I did not create it, I improved it. It was already around, but I just kind of improved it to make sure it had a better effect and it worked better than the earlier inventions.
And in your witness statement, you say you proposed the idea that water was made out of hydrogen and combined with oxygen. Well, on the topic of water, water mills provided clean energy as well, so why couldn't that be a source of energy in burning coal was used?
I mean, it could, but I created the steam engine. The one I created had less fuel than the earlier one, so it wasn't burning as much coal. It was lowering pollution.
So pollution was created and water could have been used?
It could have, but it could be used. But my improvement, if you were to use a steam engine, reduce the amount of pollution being exported.
Okay. I didn't know. Thank you. Thank you, James.
Richard or
Oh.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Okay, Richard, who are you and how did you impact the Industrial Revolution?
I am considered the father of modern industrial factory systems, and my inventions were catalysts for the Industrial Revolution. I started working off as an apprentice, and after my wife passed away, I became an entrepreneur. And then as I got married again, my second wife brought more income to the home, so that gave me a chance to expand our barber business. And I acquired some secret methods for making wigs, and I traveled around and started purchasing money for hair. And later on, that helped me manufacture wigs. But sooner or later, it started declining, and that made me start going. I turned into mechanical inventions.
How did your work become more efficient? How did work, not your work, sorry.
My work was efficient for laborers. I helped other people because I built houses near my factories that helped so people who were not able to afford stuff. I made houses next to my factory system so my laborers could it would be easier for them to go to work. And I built schools for the children who were not working at the hours so they could go to school.
In this time, what source of power was used besides manpower?
My friend John Smalley, we set up a small horse-drawn factory because we were needing more capital to expand, and I later partnered up with Jedi Strutt and Samuel Mead, and they were wealthy forestry manufacturers, and we built the world's first water mill power. And my invention went far to Scotland because it was such a success, and I influenced many others to copy me.
In your opinion, what are benefits from the Industrial Revolution?
I would say the fact that, like, because I helped, like, build factories, and that helped many others, like, get jobs, and the fact that, like, factories were so, like efficient and helpful, that, like, helped other people, like, produce, like, a lot more production.
On the subject of factories, what was work like before your invention?
I would say much harder, because, you know, you needed a lot more laborers, and I feel like that was hard for them. So, like, after, like, factories came along, it was much easier for, like, other people, like, to start building stuff, and, like, you could, like, and I feel it was easier for some of the laborers to, like, get, you know, start doing more work.
No further questions.
Just really quickly, she mentioned this, but I feel like it might have gotten lost in there. He was the first person to open a factory. He mentioned that when he was kind of mentioning about like, you know, having the factories by the houses and the schooling. So that's an important piece of information for you to know.
Do you have to write
No,
yourself?
just put me, you know, and your spot, just write me. You don't have to write notes because you already wrote your witness statement.
Okay, so in your witness statement, you said you wanted big families so the women and children would come and work in the factory while the men worked in the rooms in the house. So you thought it was okay to employ children?
Yes. And no at the same time, because I thought it would give an opportunity for, I guess, to bring more income in the family so the children could come work. But also, I didn't just use them for, like, labor issues. I did build them schools so they could also get educated at the same time.
Okay, so would you agree that the Industrial Revolution brought families together?
Yes.
Well, in the textbook, it said it became less common for family members to work together since they were working 14-hour days and they really lived separate lives. They really didn't see their children or the family members.
But also, like, even though they were working, like, long hours, I do agree, but they also got the chance to, like, still see each other, and, like, they got to, some families, like, work together too, so I feel like, you know.
And then you say that he built houses for workers in his factory, schools and chapels. And do you know around what time he started integrating schooling into factory work?
Around, I would say, around the 1700s.
It wasn't until 1881 education was required for children ages 5 to 10.
I do have to just make one clarifying point. She is right. I do need to add to that, though, that Richard Arkwright was an exception in starting to introduce education to workers early on. It did not become a norm until almost the 1900s to have it be, the word you used was required.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to clarify that.
Okay, no further questions.
Can we make an objection, or is that not allowed?
Was your objection about that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And also, now, in modern day, people still don't work with their families.
Oh, so I would, okay, so great point. I would add stuff like that to your closing.
Okay.
Make a little note and add it into your closing.
Okay.
Same goes with you guys. Anything that you feel like you couldn't get in or you realize later, make a note to add it into your closing somewhere.
Thank you.
No further questions?
No, that's it.
Okay, good job. You guys are doing a good job.
Henry Bessemer.
Everyone, that applies to everyone. Witnesses. Henry! We got a couple Henrys, so we're doing Henry Bessemer.
Are we not doing economists?
You're next.
Economist is next, I guess.
Consumer is next.
Consumer is next, sorry.
And no Samuel Smiles?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, he's going by the order. No Sam, no economist, right? Yeah, because we just didn't, we don't have enough people in this class. So we're skipping economist. And
there anyone else we're skipping?
yes, so we're skipping Sam and we're skipping, do we have a union worker? Yes, we have a union worker. Yeah, okay, so that's it. All right, Henry has lots to tell you, so.
All right. Who are you and how did you impact the Industrial Revolution?
Okay, I'm Hennig and I'm an inventor during the Industrial Revolution. I impacted the Industrial Revolution by creating the Bessemer process, which was a cheaper and easier way to produce high quality.
So what was the Bessemer process, like steps?
Okay, the Bessemer process was an industrial process for the manufacture of steel from molten pig iron. In the process, air is continuously forced through steel while it is contained in the crucible, which burned the carbon present in the steel and removed many of the impurities that would impair the quality and strength of the metal. And the machines used to activate this process ran continuously, which produced larger quantities of steel.
Was steel used in anything that helped people during the Industrial Revolution?
Yeah, steel created hardware items such as like hammers and different tools that also helped create more buildings, which gave people more jobs, and it also helped with the creation of the assembly lines, which provided jobs for labor.
Did steel production create more jobs?
Yes.
And can you expand on that, please?
It created more jobs because it was used in assembly lines, which gave in different forms of work and the tools that was used. So it allowed people in factories. It gave more work for people in the factories, which allowed more jobs to be created.
And the last question is, in your opinion, did cheap steel bring any drawbacks?
No.
Okay, thank you. No further questions.
Hello, Henry.
Hello.
Were you aware that children were involved in iron ore mining?
Yes.
Do you care that their health is in danger?
I do care, but I also care about the fact that there was not a lot of money given to families during this time, so it was very important for kids in this era to help provide money.
So the workers were forced